live on the Woodward Sports Network, 99.1 and 93.5 The Roar, the Woodward Sports app, and anywhere you listen to podcasts. Let's talk some sports. It's Big D Energy.
Hey, yo, welcome back. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neal Ruhl. That guy over there is DMac, Darren McCarty, four-time Stanley Cup champion. We have Sam Flannel as well. He's on brand. He's on budget. Today, day number 100, Sam Flannel. 100 consecutive days of flannel.
100.
This guy has worn a flannel for 100 consecutive days. And guess, he's not even a third of the way through. He's going 365 work days consecutive of flannel. How's it feel, Sam?
It feels great, and the big question is, who did it better, myself or Wilt Chamberlain?
Good question. Ooh, with 100. Wow.
How do you feel about Wilt Chamberlain's legacy?
Well, you got 20. You got 19,900 to go to hit his record.
His other legacy.
His other legacy. But no, nice Chamberlain style game. Now, you went with the. Looks like it's not as hot flannel, not as thick flannel. It looks more of the. Would you say? I don't know, upgraded 2022 version, like the flannel he's got on. I want to know why he selected the black and gray.
It looks breathable.
Yeah, this is one that's actually very comfortable for the summer. And Spencer, I heard your question earlier about Wilt Chamberlain. I actually have him. I have him ranked higher than most people on my list. Okay. I think he's the fourth greatest basketball player of all time.
The legend killer, Sam Flannel, everyone. We have Spencer Raxter here in the building as well. Spencer told me he went with the toaster strudel for dinner last night.
Yeah. You know, yesterday I had to pay for gas and deodorant, so that was like my entire weekly budget. So I went with the toaster strudel for, the apple cinnamon one.
And you use the whole packet of icing on one.
No, for sure.
Because usually, what's the breakdown in that? They give you a packet of icing per two strudels?
No, there's
They give you one to one?
There's 6 in there, yeah.
Okay, so you use 2 packets on one.
No.
You live in the moment or no?
No, because you got to prepare, then you have 2 toaster strudels without icing, and
yeah, but deal with tomorrow, man. Like, live in the now.
That's fair. That's a good point.
That's how I used to do it.
I might double down on toaster strudels for dinner and use 2 packets for one.
And then you deal with the consequences and ramifications later on, somewhere else.
I could just put like peanut butter or something.
Whatever, whatever, man. Yeah. Jelly, whatever you got to do, you can do it. Happy to have you all with us here today. Got a big time show lined up for you. We do have some Lions discussion to get into. Also, I saw something around social media concerning Mr. Darren McCarty and Brendan Shanahan that we will touch on a little bit later on in the show as well. We'll take your guys' thoughts on the YouTube channel. Remember, subscribe. And you might want to subscribe today if you're watching on YouTube because you guys asked for it. And DMac, we do this from time to time. And people asked for it. They wanted to have a segment about memorabilia and autographs and stuff like that. Absolutely. So we reached out to the GOAT, John Yu from the Pro Sports Zone. He's coming on at 11:28.
I love it. It's always, that's a huge part of, society and stuff. And I know that I'm fortunate when I came into the NHL 92, 93, it was the big boom of hockey cards. I mean, I think there's, my first few years, I can count 20 or 25 different types of cards. But now it's sort of had a resurgence.
Right.
It's sort of big. So it'll be interesting to see, you know what I'm interested in? What's of value and what does Sam value? Is it the GOAT's GOAT? So are all these guys, does it match up with Sam Flannel's legend-killing status?
Well, we'll find out.
We will find out. But and again, stay tuned because we debuted it yesterday, but John Yu is donating Cade Cunningham.
That is true.
Did you say it was signed?
Signed Cade Cunningham
jersey. I don't know if it's going to make it. Never mind.
Oh,
wait. I'm just getting word. No, that's been taken off the table. You're going to get... No, okay.
A Sam Flannel signed flannel. Show-worn flannel.
Your choice.
No, but we are giving away an autographed Cade Cunningham jersey, courtesy of the Pro Sports Zone in the Laurel Park Place Mall. And John, you will be on at 11:28, so make sure you stick around for the details on that. And we will get that to one lucky viewer, listener, however you guys consume the show. Certainly, we're glad that you are. But we are going to get into it all. And I have some kind of geeky. That is the one thing. It's it's not something that I bring into the workplace. You know what I'm saying? But I do have a little bit of an autograph collection of stuff that I like and stuff like that. So it's kind of the one I'm kind of geeky about that to some degree. But it's what I'll have some questions for you that I've always wondered.
Now, do you have a favorite one? Like now, I sign a lot of autographs.
Mm-hmm.
Some people like it personalized so that they keep and hang up and have seen in their man caves or woman caves stuff all around. Then there's other ones that like it without signatures on it. Are you more for value? Or are you more for having it? How do you rate it? For me personally, I get my most cherished ones are personalized.
Yeah, when it's people I worked with, I will do it. I will do that. Like so. At Oakland, Travis Bader, when he set the all-time three-point record, when he broke J.J. Redick's three-point record, I have one of his game-used jerseys,
nice.
and he signed it with the.
So there's some nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a piece that just of a fan? Like, do you have a LeBron James autograph or a Michael Jordan or?
No, I haven't climbed that ladder as
Isaiah.
of yet. But I what I do like, what I do like that I have that I enjoy. I have a 1957 Detroit Lions team 16 by 20 picture, and it's signed by I think 16 of the guys that played on that team. I think 6 of them have died since I got the picture. 6 or 7 of them have died, but I do like that. I also have a couple Barry Sanders things from the '91 season. That was a special season for me. Special season for everybody, obviously. But some of that stuff, some game use stuff that's pretty cool, and everything. I don't get it just to get it. You know what I'm saying? I'll in my old house, I had a basement, so I had all the stuff hanging up. Generally, no, I don't get it personalized unless it's somebody that I worked with or covered or stuff like that. So that's how I do that. But I do enjoy it. It is a lot of fun, and I do like the stories behind some of the stuff. I'm big on Heisman. I do mini helmets of Heisman Trophy winners. I have like 22 of them.
So that's your wheelhouse.
That's my wheelhouse. The Heisman stuff is typically, and I don't know why. It's just one of those things where you start collecting a couple of them, and you get another one, and get another one, get another one, and then that's the way it goes.
No, that's cool. What about you, Spence?
I was just gonna say, going over Braylon's the other day to watch the home run derby. His
Just
collection
to chirp
is
his blind dog?
insane. No, I didn't trip his blind dog.
Oh, no, I know, because it's not blind.
Yeah, she
but
looked,
she just wanted to,
She looked a little blind.
Okay.
but
she just acts like she's blind.
yeah, but his collection was insane. You had game worn Michael Vick, you had Bo Jackson, Chris Carter, Randy Moss. Like it was an insane jersey collection that I saw. And he said he had even the cooler ones he had weren't even hung up yet. I was like, dude, that's awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
NFL Pro Bowler, you're gonna have a cool collection.
You're going to have the juice, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt you're going to have the juice.
Well, now let's ask the guy who everybody wants to know. Does the Legend Killer have Legend's autograph?
No, I'm actually not really much of a collector. I don't have a ton of personal possessions, actually.
Other than flannels.
Other than flannels, that's like my splurge. And I splurge on, of course, things like concerts and sporting events. But as far as collectibles go, I just look up the stats on the internet.
You're an experienced guy.
Yeah,
You're an experienced guy. Oh, it's all in here.
I have an Antonio McDyess game-used towel. It wasn't signed, but he just gave me his towel after a game. And then I do have a Miguel Cabrera and Maglia Ordonez autographed Tigers hat that when I was a little kid, I saw him at Best Buy. And I was with my dad and my brother, and my dad pushed me. He's like, "You go, ask him. He'll sign it for you. You're the little kid."
Yeah, but you know what's funny about? You'll always remember that story.
Yeah,
to the day you die.
For sure.
You'll remember that story. And you remember that time with your dad and stuff like that. And that for me, that's more what it's about. I mean, I do have a lot of stuff, and it's probably worth a decent amount of money. But it's not. I don't care about any of that, man.
Tammy brought up a great point. Game used equipment. That is a huge, old stuff that we've worn and stuff like this. I always tell the story, and the one guy that was always great about that, Joey Kosher. And I remember this for the '97-'98 Cup teams. He would collect one of all of our sticks, so he's still got the year of everybody's stick in his collection of '97-'98. But I collected for the McCarty Cancer Foundation that I started for my dad. Craig, back in '96, I used to collect. Paul Boyer, the equipment manager of the Wings, used to help me collect all the captain sticks. So we'd have a captains of the NHL stick package. That's when I realized, really, like
the money that's behind all this.
No. That Zdeno Chara, it could be like is a real life Superman or whatever, because his stick
is as long as a telephone pole.
The lore of it being that you're supposed to think 70 inches is the highest, but because he's 6'9", he got an extension. But Neal, he
had a literal telephone pole, right?
No. He had a steel girder beam. And I mean this because I grabbed his stick and I went to flex it, right? And if my flex is, say, 100, this thing had to be about 220. I almost blew the tendons out in my forearm when I flexed it. This thing is steel. Like, you could not bend this thing, and yet he's shooting, slappers at 105 miles an hour and strong. And you wonder why. Like, to me, it just blew me away how strong a human being could be.
Yeah. No, it's it is. So it's one of those things. I think it's a little bit different for everybody and how they do it. But I do enjoy it, and we'll have some questions certainly that we'll ask John. Conversation I had with him about a month or so ago at a golf outing. It was pretty surprising. Speaking of Kate Cunningham's and stuff like that. So we'll discuss. Rack says I have a Glenn Hanlon game used stick. Glenn Hanlon, man, Greg Stephan era back then.
That's so old and good. He lefty.
Yeah, absolutely,
too.
Man. No, but I was always curious about that, DMac, because for you, you told me before you weren't a big keep your stuff or keep your equipment or anything like that. You ever get surprised when you see something pop up that goes out to auction or for sale?
I always love it because people will reach out, and I can remember. I mean, I know exactly if I just saw a pair of gloves, and my old gloves I used to cut they used to be manufactured where I slit the sides out so they're easier to drop. So you can really tell. But it's cool to see like a skate you wore 30 years ago, a pair of Bowers or a stick. Because I started in the Wood era. Goal I scored my first NHL goal with was a Louisville. Red and white wood.
The TPS
Louisville
one?
Stick. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah, and then they went graphite and all that stuff. So, it's always cool to see, and shout out to everybody knows that the curator of the museum, Sophia out in California, she swallows up a lot of. I know if I'm going to look for any of my stuff, I just call Sophia because she's probably got it. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is really cool. It's really flattering. Helmets, is another thing that you'll see. And for anybody out there, if you're wondering about an authentic Detroit Red Wings game worn jersey, all you have to do is, and for most authenticity, is look inside the back. There's a plate that's there. It's not a wood plate. It's put in.
Cloth plate, yeah.
But I'll have the equipment manager, Paul Boyer, or Brad Thompson, if you're in Grand Rapids, their signature, and it'll tell you what this is set, 2 of the 97-98 season or whatever like that. And I used to have 3 jerseys on rotation. Because if you bled on it or you tore it, you had to change it.
Yeah.
So
you came fully prepared.
My original one, and you should see like from back in like 95, 96, those eras, like they're sewn all up from different rips and from different stick marks and stuff like this, and it's really cool.
Did you? And we got a question here from the away fan, which is going to lead into my question actually too. I know you said you didn't keep a lot of stuff. Is there anything you still have to this day that was special?
Yes, I do. The thing that
if the house is on fire, they'll let you get one thing.
The jersey, the stick, and the puck that I scored the goal against Philly
in '97.
I have that in a casing. It used to be at the foundation, but now it's somewhere in the country.
So
I might know where it is.
Yeah, absolutely. But we will be joined by John Yu coming up in just a little bit. After I tell you about the Sports Marketing Agency, they help spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their podcast is called This is the F Word. It's a series that helps spread awareness of fentanyl and the other addictions that are plaguing our communities right now. If you are struggling, if you know someone else that's struggling, go to thesportsma.com. Again, thesportsma.com. The Sports Marketing Agency, they're here to help.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Hello. Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Detroit's downtown summer playground is back. Open all summer long, the Monroe Street Midway. Enjoy roller skating, free Wi-Fi, food trucks, art installations, and so much more. Don't forget to take advantage of the basketball court, putt-putt, and, of course, family programming all summer long. All art installations are done by Detroit artists, and it's a fun, safe event from people 1 to 100. Go to deckedoutdetroit.com.
What's going on, everybody? It's Spencer for the Fulling Warehouse in Hamtramck. You know it, you've heard of it. It's the home of the original football bowling pin game called Fulling. Multiple different ways you can play. They have $12 open unlimited play where you can stay there open until close, have a good time. They also have private lane reservation, $120, 10 to 12 people. You get your own lane. You can bring in any type of food you want. If you get thirsty, they have a $2 mystery beer vending machine. Pop in $2, pops you out a good beer. No hassle, no fuss needed. Know what you want to make a decision. They have multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from. So come on down and check them out in Hamtramck at the Fulling Warehouse, or visit them online at fullingwarehouse.com. Again, that is fullingwarehouse.com.
We're off and running here. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal, Ruhl, DMac, Darren, McCarty, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter here as well. Just coming up in a little bit, about 15 minutes from now, we'll talk some memorabilia and autographs and all that kind of stuff. It's summer. It's the All-Star break. Well, actually, the Tigers get back in action today, playing a doubleheader.
For the bottom of the
in Oakland.
The road to redemption starts today.
The battle for worst
What
team
do
in
they?
the AL.
If earlier this season somebody said they can win 66%, what do they got to do the rest?
They're
of
pretty
this?
much up to 100%.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to have to win them all. That's pretty much
That's
weird.
maybe 95.
Yeah, I watched Moneyball last night. You know, the A's popped off 20 wins in a row.
Well, look at Seattle
we can
right
do
now,
that.
going into the All-Star break,
Yeah.
14 in a row.
So if they did
That's
that,
they're not us though, guys. Don't worry about it.
So if they did win 20 in a row, they'd be 2 games over 500.
Oh,
They'd still be
man.
back in the division, probably about 3 or 4 games.
That is so sad.
Hey, we're moving on. This came across social media yesterday. You know, we were talking about the autographs, and DMac was telling you about game use sticks and stuff like that. The real story that surfaced yesterday around social media concerning hockey and DMac, who,
Some
by
BS,
the way,
man.
is
See, you guys are slowly but surely understanding how, see, Sam, these are the things that you don't understand, is that the role player things. This is what makes legends. But I might not have been able to put the goal in, but, if I was doing this for my teammates, little did I know. No wonder, it makes sense how much, like, my per diem I wouldn't get, and I'd be losing money, like I'd be getting fined. Being late, now it explains why, but I'll let you go.
Yeah, but I mean, this came across social media yesterday. Brendan Shanahan told everybody that he used to
the
sign.
president of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Absolutely, I did, and this was a Scotty Bowman thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, this isn't true. This isn't true, is it?
What?
This isn't true. Scotty
It's
Bowman.
absolutely true, and I'll tell you this. And I told Spence this. Thank God. I owe Drapes for so many things. But let's just say DMac, he is the same way he is now. He'll talk to everybody or whatever like this.
Man of the people.
Man of the people. But you're not supposed to be man of the people if you're out after curfew, right? So that's why Drapes was always good, because I would sign anything. You could get me to do anything. But he knew, boom, sneak in the back way, just follow him. Because what Scotty Bowman used to do is he used to go out and give the autograph seekers a jersey, a Red Wing jersey, empty, or a stick empty, and have the guys, and he'd say, hey, get this signed by anybody who comes in after curfew. Guys would be a little bit bubbled up, and so he got 4 or 5 signatures on it, and the next day at practice. And I always wondered why my name would be on that stick. And you know what? Shanny did have a pretty good DMac. But Scotty was always, lucky for me, Scotty wouldn't take it seriously or didn't care because he knew what was up. But now, I'm 25 years later, guys are copping to it.
Finally.
What you're going to see is that DMac is at the brunt of most of these attacks and stuff. But again, it's the role you play. That's the role you play.
And where did Brendan Shanahan share this? with everybody again?
Can you read the whole proper quote of what he said just for context?
Yeah, so he said...
Brendan Shanahan, the president, my former teammate. Yeah, the guy that you saw doing pirouettes with Patrick Waugh in the air, protecting me, one of the best teammates ever. Yeah, this guy?
Given to us by Red Wings Beat, yes. Current president of the Toronto Maple Leafs, former Red Wing, Brendan Shanahan said, on road trips, Scotty Bowman would leave a stick with the hotel at the front desk at curfew time, asking a clerk to get players to sign it, his simple way of deciphering which players were coming in late. If anybody asked me for an autograph late at night, I always signed Darren McCarty. Brendan Shanahan laughed.
What a goat.
Shanahan laughed. Brendan Shanahan laughed.
What a goat. That is a great move. That is something low-key that I would do that 100 times out of 100. And look, when you get in that lifestyle and, you're coming back to the hotel kind of late because you're enjoying the evening and stuff like that, you know, right? And DMac, you know what I'm talking about. Like the sneak back into the hotel, like you come to the door and you kind of look around to see if anybody's around, and then you kind of shoot up to your room. You know what I'm talking about.
Listen, if you're a veteran, okay, you always know where the service elevator is. You always know how to get in the back way. You always know the emergency exits. Because emergency exits are also used for emergency entrances. I'm just saying, just things you learn out on the road.
And look at Shanahan too. All this time, a team leader, a finishing piece to a champion. He was out in them streets too, and pinning it on DMac. What a goat! My respect level for Shanahan just went up even higher.
Exactly, dude. It's the same thing, right? It's the same thing. But didn't we learn things we didn't about Brendan, about how close him and Claude Lemieux were, his little secret and unrivaled and stuff like that? That's what made him the GOAT. Sam Philander, your thoughts on Brendan Shanahan?
Brendan Shanahan was, like you said, the missing piece to a championship team. He is one of the best players. He's one of those guys that he ranks higher on players who played for the Red Wings. He's like a guy like Brett Hull or somebody like that, or Dominic Hasek, a guy who would rank very high on the list who played in a Red Wings uniform, but lower on the all-time Red Wings list because he didn't play for them longer. But if you guys don't get Brendan Shanahan, I don't know if you guys win any of those cups. So he's very valuable.
I agree.
See, there you guys find time.
I agree, but I think that, to Sam's point, he should be higher on that list because of the multiple and what he meant to all three of them.
I mean, he's a possible top 10 Red Wing. I'll give you that.
You
possible,
know what, Sam?
For sure.
You're having a good day today, bud. I think you can agree. Like a low key, but you're going to forget. But his impact, and I will express it, and more so as I get older, to me, his impact, and I always said to Marty, see, we lost Dino, and Marty Lapointe and I had to fill in for Dino's goals, right? That's what we're gonna add up to. And then adding Shanny, well, that took care of that, but it also honed off. If you saw it, I mean, next few years I had like 19 goals, 15 goals, but as the all-around player. But what he taught me is more on the fighting end, how to pick my spots, when was smarter to help the team, where he helped Martin Lapointe finish off more of his scoring prowess, so to speak. But yeah, underrated. We can sit here and go top 10 Red Wing of all time, and when you think about it, wow, that conversation. And you put them in more because this is GOAT stuff.
And I don't care about any of that stuff. Like, yeah, they won and they had a great team and all that kind of stuff. This is an ultimate GOAT move. To sign us, they want to get autographs on a stick to see who's breaking curfew, and Brendan Shanahan will roll through and sign Darren McCarty on there.
So why couldn't he sign Chris Draper or Kirk
Because
Maltby?
No one would believe it. Then they would know.
That's it, because it adds to the legend and the lore of DMac, right?
But
DMac to be out past curfew.
Well, yeah, but that's it. But it's got nothing to do with the legend of you. It's about getting my ass out of the fire.
That's
So that's why I signed Darren McCarty.
And I'm expected to be out, especially in LA, to all hours of the night.
Right. They're gonna.
I mean,
they're
it's
gonna
3 hours
believe
behind,
it.
so that means when it's 1 o'clock out there, it's only 10, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
So that's a move. That's a move that I would totally do.
That's who
because
you have high respect for the move.
I do.
Above the like. That's thinking. We call that the veteran.
It's a veteran play.
The
it's a
veteran
smart play. You can't go up there signing drapes on the stick, and because all you're going to do is create attention to it.
You're right.
And you're going to have people circling around going, okay, somebody. And you know what else? If you do that, you let the cat out of the bag. Everybody knows what the play is.
Yeah.
You just keep putting DMac in there for 2 seasons. Everyone's going to say, yeah, you're right. Even if DMac's up there playing video games or sleeping or whatever it is, you're out too. I mean, let's be real. You were out in them streets too.
I was supervising.
It's a great play by Brendan Shanahan, and my respect level only goes higher because of it. You know what? That's a guy that's playing the long game. That's a chess player out there. That's what that is.
That's it. There it is. Another reason why that's what the grind line's there for. That's what the grind. I guess it was the believability too, right?
Those are the best little white lies, I guess. Your lies have to have a hint of truth to them. You
know what it also adds to is it makes me. It just got me thinking though. Is that because when people would talk to John, but when they bring up a jersey, a lot of times hockey autographs aren't the best unless they're older. Like a Ted Lindsay, Gordie Howe, or more to the point, he had one of the best autographs. But guys sort of have scribble on it and whatever. But guys can replicate or learn other guys' signatures. Like when you see it enough and see a guy do it, you know how it's done. Like everybody's got. Like I always underline my 25, which I still to this day have a hard time writing the 25. It doesn't look like it. Drapes always does this big gaudy D. It's gross. But everybody's got their thing. So as long as the guys have that down.
That's a great story. I love stuff like that, man. That's the best.
You know what it tells you though at the end of the day or behind the scenes to what it is, because you understand that it's not at all a malicious thing or whatever. It's a camaraderie thing, and that tells you how close we are behind the scenes, because that just has that little bit of togetherness. And at the end of the day, I'm taking all the bullets so that Shanny doesn't have to. Because why? Because if Shanny's playing or he's riding high, we have a better chance to win.
Yeah, and it comes to, and we actually talked about this in our little text thread amongst the show the other night, the night of the All-Star game, and I was kind of breaking down. For those that don't know, you will never in your life get the camaraderie of, and I would imagine this is the case for 99% of athletes. This is how I feel when you travel with a team. Like you're a part of an organization, you travel with a team. There is no camaraderie like that because you were on notice every second of every day. You can't trip on a step. You can't have your bags be none of it, because you will get worn. And you know what? TF out.
And here's the thing: when you travel with the team, you're fair game. So that
100%.
means media. That means
it doesn't
everybody.
Matter.
That's why Ken Cal will always be the jackass. Exactly. No matter what for 25 years.
Yeah.
That's what it is, because it was when Happy Gilmore came out.
That's what you guys miss the most, right? When you guys quit playing, it's not the game.
You don't miss the game. You miss the locker room. You miss the travel. You miss the guys.
Absolutely.
You know what you don't want to miss out on? You got to come to Lady Jane's for an award-winning haircut. Yes, I tell you, there are 168 of them all across this great country. But now you can register for once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win the car of your dreams from Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac. Lady Jane, haircuts for men, open 7 days a week, 10 to 8. You walk in anytime, no appointment necessary. It's wicked awesome. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Be right back.
He's going deep, right side. Oh, that is Edwards out there. He goes up in the air at the goal line.
Hey, it's Brendan Edwards here, wanting to welcome the sports marketing agency to Woodward Sports Network, to the family. Glad to have you guys. For the last decade, the sports marketing agency has literally leveraged athletes around issues such as mental health and substance abuse.
Glad that we can finally start trying to get the stigma off of mental health that's been there for all these years.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Neal Ruhl here for oddstrader.com, the #1 site for all of your game day betting activity, play-by-play updates, live scores, and probably most importantly, the best price on every game from multiple sports books. You got something you want to get down on? Take a look around. Find the best price. Why would you give money away if you didn't have to? oddstrader.com can do that and more for you. So go to oddstrader.com right now to find your best bet. Back at it here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, DMac, Darren McCarty, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter here in the building. And you guys earlier in the week said, hey, you know, it's a bit of a slower sports week. And you hear it everywhere, just the renaissance, I guess you could say. You know, the bounce back for the autograph and memorabilia industry. So you guys said you wanted to take a segment to talk about it. So we, as we like to do, figure we would go to the experts as we welcome in to Big D Energy, the proprietor of the Pro Sports Zone in Laurel Park Mall. He is John Yu. He's an autograph legend in the city of Detroit. And look at John right there. He's giving away that Cade Cunningham autograph jersey. We'll do that in a little while as well. John, how are you, my friend?
Good. Hey, thanks for having me on. What's up, DMac? Hey,
What's up, Johnny? How you doing, bud? Where's tell everybody about the best gumbo or the best jambalaya in the state. That the reason that I keep coming in, and I didn't until recently realize you did autographs and stuff, but you found me the best jambalaya around. Let's talk about our little secret first. Who's got the best jambalaya?
Yeah, Slay's wife make the best.
Jennifer Slay makes the best jambalaya.
It's one of the best I had. Yes.
But and John, he serves it up while he's there. So I want everybody to know when you go there, you'll be full. But when it comes to autographs, you have obviously I've signed there. You have tons of people. Your great assistant Tammy Chin Schultz, who is a great counter. Is in the chat thread right now. But talk about all the different guys that you have come through, guys and girls from the colleges, from the pros and different things like that, and what really goes on there at Pro Sports Zone.
Oh, we love to bring the athletes like you and the other ones. Athletes comes in because we actually, you watch them on TV, you see the greatness what they do on the, on the field. They want to be personal. They want to come into the store, get a picture, taking a little bit of time to chat with them and appreciate what they do on the field and something, off the field on a lot of players too. So we enjoy it a little bit more personal with the player when it comes in, and also with the online business really growing, and you can buy stuff online, but the thing is you can't have the same experience when you see the player in front of you, like feet away, and you can talk with them and they can answer all your questions. Those are the fun experience I like to bring to the fans when we do in-store signings.
Talking with John Yu here, the proprietor of the Pro Sports Zone in the Laurel Park Mall out there in Livonia. So, John, let's talk about, and we've mentioned it, kind of the resurgence of memorabilia, the resurgence of the autograph industry, trading cards, all of those types of things. Is that something you can confirm, just in terms of, there's been such a pickup in that business? Why do you think that is, John? Why has this really came back to relevance?
I think it started a few years ago before the pandemic, but during the pandemic, and it was not a lot of entertaining, and you cannot travel, you can't go too many places, and a lot of people kind of glued on TV to watch sports, and sport cards become more popular because people can't go anywhere. And the next fun thing about excitement is open a pack of cards or box of cards, you never know what you get inside that box. And some cards worth $1, some cards worth thousands of dollars. So it's an excitement before you open the pack. And once you open the pack, you found that card you're looking for. That excitement you get, you can't get it anywhere else. I think that's one of that. And also, cards has become so valuable. You heard a lot of cards out there is worth $10,000, $100,000, even millions of dollars. And it's just like buying a lottery tickets. You never know. It's like buying a pack of cards. You never know if that card in the pack or not. So bringing a lot of excitement during the pandemic, and a lot of people found that as fun and exciting, and you could make money out of it too. So
yeah, absolutely. Talking to John, you here. So, John, what about the autograph industry in particular? You and I had an interesting discussion at a golf outing a couple weeks ago when we were up in Frankenmuth. And I asked you, I said, who are some of the undervalued autographs in today's day and age? And look, everybody knows the LeBrons and the Jordans and the Gretzkys and everything like that. What stars of today are undervalued when it comes to autographs, in your opinion?
In Detroit, I would say Kay Shanahan, hands down. If he played any other bigger city, I think his price will be at least double. For example, like last year, the hype of Zion Williams, before he even played an NBA game, his jersey is going for around $1,000 to $1,200. And Kay Shanahan, and he's playing almost all season long. And if he play anywhere else, big city, I think he will be the Rookie of the Year. And his price is half of Zion Williams. I think he has and also the Pistons has a really young team. I think there's a lot of room to grow. Most Iders are great. Waymans are good. There's another guy I will really keep an eye on is Miguel Cabrera. He's going to be one more season next year. He's going to retire. And once a player, they don't stay in town. So once they retire, they're going to go back to the state they live in. It's harder to get autographed. So the value will keep goes up. And also another 5-6 years, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Usually when the player get inducted to the Hall of Fame, the price usually go around 25-30% more higher. So I say those guys in Detroit kind of keep an eye on. But if I was to go nationalized, I really like Luka Doncic. I think he's still a little bit undervalued right now. The younger player like John Morant, I really like him a lot. I think he's going to be one of the face of the NBA. His price is still really reasonable until the older like Kevin Durant or LeBron James retire. I think he's going to be one of the face of the NBA. Then you're going to see the price really jump.
I think that not only, Johnny, tell them about, because I see it on the chat thread, everything that, I got so much stuff there. I live 10 minutes from there. You can't walk in without walking out with something. You don't just, and I see you got your Lions stuff on, so we're talking about, yes, all your Detroit sports, all your University of Michigan, your Michigan State, that's a no-brainer, but you really service if you have your favorite players, somebody in the Premier League in soccer, you take care of that. Can you talk about what you try to do is you try to make everybody's man cave or woman cave, whatever it is, it's about the experience, because you do different things, right? Can you talk about how it's more of a customization to what you want shop as a collector?
Yeah, I think the main thing, you want to focus on what customers walk into your door and what they're looking for. And also today's world, with the fantasy football, everyone has a different player or, pick a different player every year. So in the league, if the guy's going to produce really well every single week for the football, for the fantasy league, and they say, man, I need to get something of that guy. So you kind of follow that direction and what player is going to perform good doing fantasy. And when the guys win the fantasy football and the player helped them, then they will say, hey, you know what? I want to get a autographed helmet or jersey. So you kind of want to follow that lead to learn about what your customers comes in for. Especially with today's, it's a little different than back in the 90s. in the 90s, you basically focus on your own team. Especially with the TV now these days, you can pretty much follow any team you want. So you have to open your market up with the different teams. And with the internet now, you can post anything on Facebook page or any kind of outlet, and you can have a different follower to buy different autographs. So it's been really, really good with fantasy football and different things on TV, different sports.
Who do you got coming in this weekend? Do you have somebody signing autographs this weekend?
Yeah, we got Harold Castro, Victor Reyes. Then we got Penny Stu, DJ Chuck, Amani Awari.
What's that,
and,
Saturday?
We got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
On Sunday.
Did he just slip through Penny Sewell, DJ Chark, and Awarie? He just slid through that, right?
Well, John, here's a question I have, right?
I'm a Lions fan.
No. I mean, you grazed through it to the fact that I'm saying stop. If you want to go get a Penny Sewell or a DJ Chark autograph, guys, on Saturday or this weekend, this is where you need to go to see these guys in person.
And John, here's my question. Talking to John Yu, proprietor of the Pro Sports Zone in Laurel Park Mall. He's goated on the sticks, as the kids would say, in the autograph game. John, Penny Sewell is an interesting one to me. For the price that people pay for Penny Sewell, this is a gold, in my mind, a gold jacket waiting to be fitted in about 14 or 15 years. I mean, this is as much a lock to me as a future Hall of Famer as there is. Why is there no love for the linemen? Why can't the linemen get the big autograph deals and stuff like that? I guess if you don't score touchdowns, John, the people don't have the same kind of love for you, I guess. Is that the case? Or why are linemen so undervalued?
Actually, it's not really undervalued. Actually, he's mini helmets, things like that, going for around 125, 150 last year. Because what it is, how I got the price is I have a really good relationship with his agent. I've been dealing with him since like almost 10 years now. So he always kind of worked with me. And the thing is, when we put in plays like this, I'm trying to price out really fair. And so we can have more fans comes in, and especially with the pricing of gas and food, everything rise. And, we're just trying to be fair with the customers, and everyone comes in, doesn't hit the pocket. And also, linemen, I think, if you don't score a touchdown or make a fancy plays, especially with the camera angle, they don't really always show the linemen how they block until they did something really great, open the hole for the running back or, pull off the defense and not sacking the quarterback. Then you get a little bit highlight of that. I think, a lot of time why the lineman doesn't have a lot of love is they don't show highlights of the linemen, how good they did over the weekend tackling. They will show a running back how great the run is, how great the catch, how great the pass, how great the interception is. So I think that's what it is, not as much as people pay attention to linemen.
Awesome. I just wanted one last thing. If you could open a pack of cards and get one card today, what card do I want to get?
A DMac.
Look at that. That was prearranged.
That's your sentimental favorite, bro. You know that. But which is the most valuable out there?
Like the most valuable card, I would say still Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Still. I like Tom Brady stuff. Even a lot of people think it's really expensive right now. But to me, I think Tom Brady's still undervalued. Even his price of jerseys and helmets, I still think is undervalued. I look at the market of Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, LeBron James. Those are the greatest players, play their sports. And Tom Brady is one of the greatest all time in NFL.
And the most popular sport, yeah.
Yeah, and 1/4 of the price compared to Michael Jordan.
Is he the greatest of all time or the luckiest of all time, John?
Hey.
He's the greatest.
Either way.
He's the greatest. He's not the luckiest. I'm trying to give Jap on this guy. Sam said he was the luckiest of all time. He's the GOAT.
A lot of people say he's deflated football. You still have to throw the ball A to B. They still have to catch it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, John, we appreciate you taking some time. We're gonna give that jersey away a little bit later on in the show, and I'll reach out to you and we'll get caught up. And you can win that Kate Cunningham jersey coming up in just a little bit. John Yu, Pro Sports Zone, Laurel Park Mall in Livonia. Pull up on him. He's goated on the sticks, and you hear him talking about trying to keep the cost down for the customers and everything like that. It's real. There are still people like that left in the world, everybody. And in the YouTube chat thread, a ton of you saying, hey, I drive 45 minutes, I drive an hour just to deal with John. You know why, and you see why. So big props to him for coming on and chopping it up. And you know what? I do want to talk about it, and we'll react to it when we come back after I tell you about Cintron, the official energy drink of the Red Wings. Cintron has combined all 3 of their delicious flavors into a limited edition 6-pack sampler. That's right, try Cintron's great tasting cranberry, classic, and sugar-free all in one beautiful box. Pre-order your Cintron 6-pack sampler box today at CintronWorld.com/Red Wings. Get energized with Cintron, and let's go Red Wings.
New to the game or a season better? OddsTrader.com has everything you need to make the right bet ahead of kickoff. Begin your handicapping journey with OddsTrader. Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the OddsTrader Bet Tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to OddsTrader, and best of luck.
Hey, this is Mr. Kearney, Chief Academic Officer at Academy of Warren. I want to welcome you to the brand new field house. The state-of-the-art facility has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, soccer field. It can be used for 7-on-7 football. Our K-8 academic features AM, PM, latchkey, small classroom sizes, Learning Street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Holton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, K-8 athletics, and more. Enroll today at academywarren.net.
Make sure you're listening to Woodward Sports all day long. Start your morning with the Morning Woodward Show. Spend middays with Big D Energy. Watch and listen your drive home with the Bottom Line. And don't forget about Woodward Bets Daily. All live, all right here on the Woodward Sports Network.
Neal Ruhl here for the Monroe Street Midway. You think you got what it takes to beat a former professional athlete in a three-point contest? This Friday. Tomorrow is your chance. Go on down to the Monroe Street Midway in Detroit and take on our own Braylon Edwards for the chance to win $1,000. The Bottom Line will be broadcasting live with the three-point contest taking place right after. We will see you down there. It's Monroe Street Midway in downtown Detroit, brought to you by Bedrock Detroit. Go to deckedoutdetroit.com for more information. Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Lots of love for John Yu there on the YouTube chat thread. Why not, man? One of the good guys out there. Matthew Kruger says, I normally never watch this show, but I missed the morning show this morning, and I'm working at home today. Actually more tolerable than the usual. Love you, DMac. Let me see. I lost that spot on there.
We aren't the morning show.
No. It's a little different experience. That's
sort of your shot, your bang energy, your monster energy, and your dose of coffee in your veins that Adam gets you going. You don't know. Spence sent me a picture. I'm a little jelly, but I'm glad somebody was smoking a blunt in this chair earlier today, and it wasn't me. So, I mean, you get both sides, but I'm sort of happy. Remnants and stuff like this. So good on Adam.
Yeah.
At least he was chilling out. When I see that, I go, okay, he was going to chill out. But anybody there, thanks for joining us, whether it's your first or
absolutely
or your 100th day of flannel like Sam or
whatever it is.
I don't even know what episode this is.
And Matthew, my name is Neal Ruhl. That guy is Darren McCarty. He used to play the ice hockey for a living. That's what he did. Sam wears flannels professionally, and Spencer Raxter wins food eating contests and stuff like that, smashes waffles. And oh, by the way, tomorrow we will be out at Feldman Chevrolet in Novi broadcasting live. Speaking of eating, and sometimes it always comes back down to that. But tomorrow we'll be broadcasting live from Feldman Chevrolet, 11 to 1, the usual time slot. And we'll be out there. giving away some hot dogs. That's right, DMac dogs, free hot dogs for all, and the Detroit Dog Rescue will be on site with some cute puppies as well.
Dogs and dogs, baby. Can't beat it.
Yeah, absolutely. And they'll be doing their annual Carmageddon, a 4-day super sale on used cars that will be starting tomorrow all the way until Monday. But we'll be out there. I'm trying to get Spencer to commit to 3 hot dogs per hour, 6 in total. I know he's going to rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
You know, he's playing a little coy right now and saying, I don't know, Neal. You're going to, when the lights come on and the cameras are turned on, Spencer Raxter delivers.
Yeah, I can commit to it. Because now thinking of it, like, I can eat 2 dogs as soon as the show starts and then wait until the last 20 minutes to eat the third. So, yeah, I can do that.
See?
3
there
per
it is.
hour.
He's going to do it.
Yeah.
I'll eat one with you.
Okay, that's fair.
100%.
I got 2.
Mustard only.
I got 2 in the first hour down.
Do
I
ya?
may join you for
I'll do
in the
one per
second
hour with you.
Okay.
All right.
I'm all about crushing 2 dogs when we get there. I'll come in empty.
For sure.
You know, so I'll be all fired up. Yeah, so no, I look forward to it. We could pet dogs while eating hot dogs. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Sounds like a day.
It does sound like a day.
All right.
We're gonna smash some hot
in.
dogs out there. It is. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And you know, just backing up to the discussion with John Yu. And look, Sam Flannel, you say he's the luckiest of all time. There is, believe it or not, for as astronomical, you know, Tom Brady's pulling $1,000, $1,200 when he does autograph signings to sign a jersey. John brought up a great point. Still undervalued. When you compare him to Michael Jordan, to the cost of the Tiger Woods and stuff like that, Tom Brady, whatever you feel about him, he is. Can we agree he's in the discussion for the greatest players of all time?
So it's pretty much like Sam Flannel set the the price of Tom Brady's memorabilia, right? Being not as good as the other guys, when in all reality the stats probably dictate that
he's the best player, arguably the best player in the most
so what
popular
would you say,
sport.
What's a Jordan and Tiger Woods? You know, to that point, they'd be like $5,000 to $1,000.
To whereas you can cop a Brady for $2,500, $3,000. If this is your flavor, like you're into the investment angle of it, that certainly is a play. Whether you want him in or not, Sam Flannel, he is undervalued compared to a Jordan or a Tiger.
I mean, if his card is worth a fourth or a fifth of what Michael Jordan's is, I'll even admit that he's undervalued, because I've never said that Tom Brady, I think he gets too much credit for all the wins, but I still would say that you can be the GOAT and be slightly overrated at the same time, because you just can't argue with the accomplishments. And you know me, I'm a big numbers guy. There's no argument you can make for him not being the GOAT. But as far as winning goes, I think those teams won. Like, Brady had a lot to do with it, but those were team wins because football is a team sport.
So the GOAT?
The GOAT?
Greatest winner of all time?
Greatest, luckiest of all? I don't know. I don't know what we're saying.
Luckiest of all? All right.
Yeah, I don't know exactly.
I'm just trying to process that statement. Can you be the GOAT and be overrated? To me, that seems
weird.
That seems like a dichotomy. Opposite.
Can you be the GOAT and be overrated, Sam Flannel?
You just said that in his mind, yeah.
Yes, you can, because those teams definitely had a lot to do with those Super Bowls. And he's not the best regular season quarterback of all time. I'd say that Peyton Manning and Aaron Rodgers got him beat in that. But as far as accomplishments goes, of course, Brady, of course, there's no argument that I have that can go against him, and even I admit that. And I want to find one so bad, but I can't.
GOAT. Bye.
MF and Jester, you're a child if you don't put relish on your hot dog. Where do you stand on relish, Spencer?
Mustard only. I don't do sweet pickles.
Mustard coleslaw. Mustard coleslaw.
You know what? Real quick, I'm glad you brought that up.
Dude.
Coleslaw is slept hamburgers, hot dogs,
chicken sandwiches,
turkey sandwiches, chicken sandwiches.
You need the hot and the cold, especially with a brat. I'm a brat, more of a brat guy, but you throw that coleslaw on for that hot.
Why do
bite.
people sleep on coleslaw?
Listen,
as a condiment.
I'll even, do you know what? I'm gonna let you in on a little something where I was at, but the 517 slaw dog, right? The 517 Goff slaw dog, which is the dog, the chili, the coleslaw.
That seems aggressive. I'm not dismissing it. No. On paper, it seems aggressive.
It seems aggressive, but it's not. Hear me out. It's just a medium to minimum amount of the chili. So it doesn't over-exude the bun, so the bite is right there, but the hot, cold, and then a little bit extra. I'm just telling you, there's a lot of ways to do it. But the coleslaw, people sleeping on it.
So, Jeff V in the chat said Chicken Shack coleslaw is the best.
Oh,
I worked
absolutely.
at Chicken Shack for like 8 years, and I would make coleslaw in the morning, like gallons and gallons of the coleslaw in the morning. So I couldn't do the minced coleslaw ever again. Like I can never do that ever again.
Because you used to make it?
Okay,
that makes sense.
Thick cut coleslaw I like a lot.
I don't drink anymore, and it's the amount that I've been around, so it makes sense. That's good. Yeah. Self-awareness. So do you do like coleslaw except the mint?
Except the minced, yeah. I like the thick cut stuff.
Lewis M says coleslaw is worse than candy corn. Lewis M, I'm not falling for that.
Lewis, that is just outrageous.
You tried, brother.
That's a worse take than Sam's.
Yeah. Is that a worse take than any take Sam Flannel's ever given?
Yeah, coleslaw being worse than candy corn, for sure. Yeah, no doubt.
Lewis, and you know what? I'm not going to let you get away with it. I know what you're doing right there. You don't honestly believe that. You're just saying that to get, but look it. You ain't doing it. You don't win, Lewis M. I win. This battle, I win. Here and now, I win. So try again, brother. Try again. I'm not falling for it. Not going to happen. Home security, DMac, where's it at?
Well, you know what? It's going to protect any hot dog or any dog or whatever. They're going to be out there tomorrow, and you should too. Guardian Alarm, it keeps you safe. It gives you the peace of mind, whether you're at home or on the road, 24 hours a day. Been telling you about it. You can monitor it wherever you go. So if you want to be part of the Guardian Alarm family, like we are here at Woodward Sports, give them a call. 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
100 straight days of protecting the flannel. Give them a call. 1-800.
Stay out. Get out of my house.
Guardian Alarm, local security experts tell them Big D Energy sent you.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers, and if you want to know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
Hey guys, DMac here. Remember, Neal told you tomorrow Big D Energy will be broadcasting from Feldman's in Novi. Well, you know what else is in Novi? And if you want to come out to the live remote and eat some hot dogs and pet some dogs, yes, you can go to Big Frog, Ribbit, yes, and get your free Woodward Sports t-shirt. That's right, a free Woodward Sports t-shirt all month long at Big Frog in Novi. Just stop in, tell them that we sent you, and they will print you one on the spot so you can put it on and wear it out to the remote tomorrow. We'll get a big picture, big family picture. It'll be great. So go to Big Frog Novi today and get your free t-shirt, or visit them online at bigfrog.com/Novi.
Pulling up on the second hour of the show, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, DMac, Darren McCarty, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxler as well. We're going to give away that Kate Cunningham jersey at any moment. You never know when I'm going to do it, so just stay tuned. We're not just giving you a Kate Cunningham jersey.
Yeah.
You got to dance for us a little bit, right? Is that fair?
Yeah. Should be a like count? Like after we hit 125 likes?
Yeah, I mean, we could do it that way, sure.
And then we'll pop the question.
Yeah, because we already have it laid out.
Yeah.
And certainly it's going to be advantageous for you. And I'll give you the groundwork. If you're watching on YouTube but you don't subscribe, I would subscribe if I were you. because it's the only way you're going to have a chance, because you have to interact in the chat.
Yeah.
You have to be in the chat. Like, I'm sorry. And John's agreed. He'll send it out to you. You don't have to be here. You don't have to go pick it up. He'll send it out to you. John's agreed. So we're handing this to you. Give us a little something, all right? Like, I don't think it's too much to ask. So if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you'll have a shot.
Look at that, 13 like that. Here we go, we're at 106,
Man,
106.
how weird.
You got 19 to go. What do we got on the docket
How weird.
today?
No, but we are going to do it. And we already have it drawn out. Make sure you're agile and mobile and ready to type at any moment in the YouTube chat thread. I'll just say it like that.
112 is coming quick.
At any moment. So, and it won't be right when we get 125. I'm not doing it then.
Whoa.
At any moment during the rest of the show.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I need a cake.
At any moment during the rest of the show. No, you cannot win.
Damn. Gosh darn.
You are not eligible.
I'm going to get a real one.
Yep.
Okay, can I have your jersey? Swap jersey? No, anyways.
Somebody asked earlier, do hockey players do the jersey swaps like the soccer players do?
No, more of get one signed. Like, I think more of, I shouldn't say maybe at an all-star game or something else, but you don't see that. You do,
not like during the work
sticks.
of the season.
Hockey's a stick, but you would get, like I know like getting stuff signed for the foundation and stuff like this where that guys' jerseys will sign it and stuff like this, but not as much as you see soccer's huge in that.
Yeah.
You know,
basketball's getting to be that way.
Football.
And I won't ask you to name names. Are there guys out there in hockey that were deeks about it? Like, I mean, you say, hey, I'm looking to get a jersey signed for the Darren McCarty Foundation. We're doing it for an auction for charity. No. Everyone would sign, right?
No.
If we ever told no.
And usually what you do is you'd probably go to the equipment guy. So it'd be more of what kind of equipment guy, because he's the
gatekeeper kind of.
The gatekeeper or whatever. No, guys would hook each other up. Nobody was asking from Colorado back in the day, though.
Because remember, Peter Forsberg.
And that's the whole thing, too. When I would do the charity stuff, Joe Sakic, I love Joe Sakic because it would be always like one of the first captains to leave that stick in the locker room for the charity, even though all the other stuff's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just something above it. But I think hockey players can separate because we've always had to.
I've told you that 100 times. I'll never understand how you can stand there and shake someone's hand.
And the minute you say it's for charity or for or it's for something, or can you help me out? Like that. No, it's not easy.
And I've always said that to you too. Like the game that you guys play at the speed you play it, and the violence in which you play it with, the bad intentions at which you play it with. The second you do step off the ice, it's over. It's fat. That is fascinating psychology to me. Fascinating psychology.
It's the way. I think a lot of it's the way we were raised, and it's keeping it. Play as hard as you can, and yeah, with the violence and the ill intentions. And like, I don't want to kill you, and I don't want to give you a serious injury, but I want to make you my bitch.
You want to inflict pain.
I want to make you my bitch. I want you to know that every time I'm coming down there, that you're looking behind you, that it throws you off. Now, and if my role, it's because it trickles down where you're not. If you got to worry about me, then you're not worried about the guys that are really going to hurt you, like your Sergeys or Stevies or stuff. So, yeah, it is, but that goes to the ultimate respect.
Right.
You can only do that when you have ultimate respect or ultimate disrespect, or not give a flying.
Right.
There's two. You saw the not give a flying. It operates the same way, but at the end of the day, bad things happen.
There you go. It's just a fascinating psychology to me that you guys can want to inflict pain to, quote, make you their bitch, end quote. And then as soon as a fight's over, that's it. It's over. Or you step off the ice, it's over. I'll never understand that, man. Maybe I'm too simple, I guess.
Well, that is. We take it too personal. You got to look at it's more the battle, the war mentality.
Yeah.
Right. Us versus them. Man, RJ just said the DMac dogs. I just brought something to the brand's idea. I'll do infused dogs. That'd be awesome. Hey, Spenny, you want to eat 6 infused DMac dogs, baby? Oh, yeah.
I got to do heavyweights after that. So I don't wanna be
maybe a hemp
asleep.
bun, hemp-based bun or something like
There
CBD
you
bun.
go, but we can infuse the hot dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but maybe a hemp bun. See what I'm saying there? It's all.
We just came up with this in 4 seconds.
With CBD. A CBD bun. Yeah. No, and sorry, thanks. There was somebody in the chat just threw me that way. But yeah, so now you can understand why it's more important to, to be healthy and stuff like that. But I think it's the mentality that we grew up with on how to compete. And I think that there's unwritten rules in different ways where to me, it's a respect. It's the ultimate respect. It's like the handshake line at the end of
the playoffs, right?
The playoffs after when guys are half beaten and bleeding all over the place and stitches and black eyes and doesn't. You know what amazes me, Neal, at the end of like the playoffs is to see the injury report of what guys
when everything
played
comes
with.
out, the truth comes out.
When the truth comes out of what everybody's played with, because that brings you back to the reality.
No, it does. And hockey players, man, those cats are built different. There's no doubt about it. Spencer asked us a question, and we've talked about this before, where he comes up with these nifty little questions, and it's Lions based, and I think it's very valid. And I'm curious to see where people are at with it. What player on the Lions defense needs to take the biggest step forward for this team to contend? And we're talking contend like playoff contend.
Yes.
Like win games, like be good.
Like contend for the NFC North.
Like win 11, 12 games.
Yes.
And I'm interested to kind of go around the room and get the survey of that, because I think mine, the one that I have, will surprise you guys a little bit. But I'm curious to hear if a certain name comes up. But DMac, what do you got? If you had to come up with one guy on the defense that he needs to show us, to quote Rose, who's your guy that you're looking at?
It's easy. Everything. It's almost like Mo Sider winning the Calder Trophy if this person plays to any potential that he has, and that's Jeff Okudah. Right? If he shows up, because boom, if he comes out and he plays and
and it's such an area of need. Like, let's be real.
So I didn't even touch that yet.
Yeah.
Of what you need is that corner, but you have that there with the opportunity, and you could be a flyer in the expectations. He could get hurt. It could be everything else. But I think we know what Hutchinson's going to be. So we have to Sam's point, he's got to be the minimal 8-sack to 12-sack guy that he thinks. I think we know what we expect. You see the workouts and stuff, so that's not going to surprise. It's Okudah. It's Okudah because you're so far ahead if he does hit. You're back on track. It's like hitting the TV when it's jiggly out with the rabbit ears and boom, it smacks it back on.
Wow, real quick, DMac, in the YouTube chat thread, it's almost unilaterally Okudah.
It's not mine.
You know what? That's just because if he is good, Neal, if he is a guy we're talking about, like, holy cow, doesn't it automatically improve your defense, not just one level, but almost two? From not having something there to having a first rounder, and we all agree he's not going to be a third overall talent.
Fourth highest paid player on the team right now.
But what if he's nipping at being that, right? What if I look at you and go, yeah, the fourth highest paid, he's not it, but you know what? He's trying to show out to it. So I think that out of anything, offensively, defensively, anything, that's the spotlight. That's where we're holding our breath. That's where we're waiting to see. Because, so if you take him out, you're where you're at. You know what you've got. The offense is still the same. You still don't have a corner. You still got to fill that need. You're still looking for guys to step up. You still got guys on short-term contracts. You still haven't found it, right? But if he is.
What do you got, Sawyer? Or what do you got, Spence? Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's the first time in a
That's
while.
the first time in a
Dude,
long time.
I usually
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, first time in a while.
That was.
For me, it's not really a one player. It's a position, and it's the nose tackle position. It's between Levi Ozarike and Aleem McNeil, because now that they're going to that attack defense rather than the read and react, you need those guys to create pressure up the middle to make it easier, first of all, for Aiden Hutchinson, for Charles Harris, for Romeo Okwara to get sacks. If you have the pressure in the face of the quarterback, he can't sit there in the pocket, wait 4, 5, 6 seconds, make all of his reads. That also helps out the secondary because they don't have to be attached to a guy for 4, 5, 6 seconds because they have that pressure up the middle, getting him off his spot. He's not standing flat-footed in the pocket. So if those guys can create pressure, if those guys can do what we brought them in here to do, what they're good at, which is getting pressure from that inner tackle position, then it'll help out every other facet of the defense so much more.
We'll get Sam Flannel, the Legend Killer's opinion, coming up after I tell you about Big Boy. Yes, ciabatta, summer salads, hand dip shakes, all of it is there for you at Big Boy. Try the Chicken Club, Chicken Cordon Bleu, or the absolute banger, Sunrise Ham and Cheddar on grilled ciabatta bread. You can keep it light, too. Michigan apple, chicken Caesar, or Greek salad. And don't forget to cool off with a nice hand dip, cookies and cream, or strawberry shake. You heard it here first. Summer is better at Big Boy.
It's Feldman's Carmageddon, the 4-day used car super sale. We're putting an end to high prices. 4 days of the best deals with more than 3,000 used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Carmageddon starts July 21st at 8 convenient locations. If you're tired of not being able to get the car you want, then shop Feldman's Carmageddon, the 4-day used car super sale. Hurry in while supplies last.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play. And before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Hi, I'm John from Better Rate Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better with Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Ruhl, DMac. We got Sam Flannel, we got Spencer Raxter here as well. We got all of you on our YouTube chat thread. At any moment, we will be giving away the autographed Cade Cunningham jersey, courtesy of the Pro Sports Zone in Laurel Park Mall in Livonia. We caught up with our guy, John. You just kind of rapped about the autograph and collectible industry and all that kind of stuff. You guys asked for the segment, so we like to give the people what they want. As we've said, we'll let you program the show sometimes. And speaking of that, MSU Detroit fan is doing just that for me. Neal, you should make a poll and have it read who needs to step up this year with the question mark for the Lions, and have the options be Jeff Okudah or someone else. Ask and you shall receive, because I would be curious to see what those numbers are. Because, for me, it's one of those things where I've kind of moved on from it. Now, hopefully, I kind of wrote it off as a sunk cost. Any kind of return that you get is a bonus to me.
Right.
However, if it's one of those things where he's got to make that move to safety that everybody's talking about, whatever that looks like, to me, just given the nature of the injuries and things like that, we'll see. And I've kind of moved on from it. Hopefully he makes a comeback. Hopefully he contributes.
I just think if we have like a pass rush that stems from the inner part of that line, starts with those guys, it makes everything easier for the secondary. That's why I was so impressed with what Amani Omoarie did last year. I actually looked up his splits last night on heavyweights, and it was like 2.3 catches per game and 34.7 yards per game he was allowed. He only allowed 2 touchdowns all year, and he did that with no pass rush. Like,
Right.
your leading pass rusher had 7.5 sacks. Like, if you give them a pass rush, Okudah and Awarie will produce, for sure.
What do you got, Sam Flannel? Who's the guy defensively that has to step up for the Lions to contend? I'm not talking about win 8 games or show and prove. I'm talking about to be in the mix.
Well, Spencer, great minds think alike, because I actually had Aleem McNeil as well. Yes, and one of the reasons, I'll mention something you didn't say. When I think of guys who need to step up, who can step up, I look at a guy like Aleem McNeil who showed us something in his rookie season. He was on Pro Football Focus's all-rookie team. And if Aleem McNeil can get pressure up the middle, can stop the run, can take pressure off of guys like Aiden Hutchinson, Charles Harris, Romeo Okwara, this is the defensive unit that I think could get the best, the quickest, that they could actually have a really good defensive line if a guy like Aleem McNeil steps up. Because I think if he steps up, it'll make it easier for everyone else. And that, getting pressure on the quarterback, stopping the run, especially right up the middle, the quickest way to get there, that is how the Lions contend the quickest, in my opinion.
I'm off the board with this one, and I'm proud of this one. Charles Harris, to me, is the one, and here's why. He's got a very team-friendly deal based on the production that he had last year. Former first-round draft pick. Seems like something clicked for him last year. And guys, DMac, you tell me. Sometimes, and look, I work in absolutes a lot, right? I'm obviously upset with the Tigers, and I'm very concerned about Spencer Torkelson and everything like that. Now, granted, sometimes guys, it clicks for them later. I'm sure you saw it in the NHL with certain guys. They could be onto something with Charles Harris. And you look at a guy, that's a potential double-digit sack guy at $6-ish million. That's almost, to me, because, right, guys that sack the quarterback are the new quarterbacks. And for me, that's why it's so big. And when you go across the board and you look at the Lions, look, Okwara, that everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
There's question marks.
Yeah. Coming off the Achilles, that's so important for a pass rusher to have that explosion. And that's what the Achilles takes away.
So question marks, right? Yeah. And Aiden Hutchinson, I know he's your defensive rookie of the year, and I know he's your 12 sack guy. It's still a question mark. Mm-hmm. Can he play at that level? We're going to have that question until he shows.
Till we see it.
Till he shows us.
Show us.
Yeah, and I'm not speaking ill of the guy, so everybody calm down. I think it's realistic to have that discussion. It's realistic to have that question. We've seen it with Charles Harris last year. And for me, it's just, this could be, Malcolm Rodriguez is your guy, right? The Brad Holmes uncut diamond
I got my check yesterday. I think I'm going to buy a jersey today.
See,
honestly.
There you go. I think that Charles Harris, DMac, when it's all said and done, will be that guy that you look at what Brad Holmes did in free agency and say, that's what I'm talking about. That's how teams win. Charles Harris at $6.5-ish million. That's who I'm on.
But it's different. But it's also, too, you're talking about another thing about recognizing, giving an opportunity, developing, re-signing, they made him their own, because this isn't just a free agent signing that was out there that you're going to try to make it work. You watched it work here. If he is the guy, you've developed that guy, right, in your system, because he came with an opportunity. And what did Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell giving guys opportunities to succeed or sometimes fail? In this case, Charles Harris has the opportunity to really succeed and to show that they can not only re-sign guys to good deals, identify talent. That's what that is. That's identifying talent. The Okudah thing's the resurgence. The Lee McNeil is moving, like that front piece is, are we going to build on what we have? The one thing when you bring up Lee McNeil's name, it harkens back to a question I asked Mike O'Hara of the Lions.com, their beat writers who's seen more Lions game than any of us, been watching them since the 70s, right? He said he hadn't seen, in training camp last year, the surprise with what McNeil has reminded him of Bubba Baker. That's high praise.
That is.
That's high praise, but I take his stock of who said it and who's giving me the eyeball test. Fast forward, he's recognized on the all-rookie team, so he's doing something right. And so the development of these guys, of not only drafting them, recognizing them, maybe finding them off, not the scrap heap, but giving them another chance like Harris. I mean, it's slowly but surely in their own way formulating. Yeah, exactly. To me, it's just Okudah because it's the cut and dry. We're going to find out what it is. And Neal, to your point, yes, I'm half thinking maybe he is more valuable moving to free safety or strong safety or playing a safety position. But if that's the case and he is good enough and a feasible NFLer, then you've plugged that gap or that hole. Then you can concentrate on the number one corner. You know what I'm saying?
And for me, too, like, look, with the Okudah thing, now normally that would be the one I jump to, right? Being salary cap, contracts, capital, all that kind of stuff. And granted, he is the fourth highest cap hit on the team this year. But for me, anything you get out of him is a bonus to me. Anything that you get out of him.
Off.
That's right. Like, that sounds bad when you say
but
that.
You've already, but
based on the fourth highest contract this year on the team.
In saying you don't expect that return, right? You don't expect that return.
The fourth highest paid player on the team return.
Outside in the garage. Now, what happens if you put that plant, right? That won't grow in your house, and you've stuck it out in the backyard because you didn't kill it, but you're going to let nature. And then all of a sudden, you're going to go out there 3-4 months later, and it's the environment has got it. It's dead, or it's succumbed to the environment, or it's flourishing because it needed that. That's the one thing at the end of the day, you being the salary cap guy, you'll know with Okudah which way you're going. It's not going to be, do we give him another chance? No, it's cut and dry, and I think that's also, too, why the spotlight's a little bit brighter on him.
And it's easy to say, too, and look, they are I don't want to say devoid of talent at linebacker. It's a weakness of the defense. I think that's a very fair statement to say, at least on paper. And you can't fix everything in one draft. So, it's one of those things where, for the Lions, that remains a work in progress. And they'll handle it when they get the opportunity to handle it. Rack says, per Sam Flannel, it never clicked for DMac since he was just a fourth liner riding coattails.
Ooh.
LOL.
That's all it is. You need somebody there, too. And you know what? Like, to Brandon, if Neal, the fact about Okudah moving to safety, was that brought up by – did we bring that up, or did you hear that out of Lions?
That's the talk, right?
That's the talk, exactly. So whether they do or not to what it is a wait and see. So don't ever say they're not going to move him to safety because you don't freaking know, bruh.
It's something that, I hate on the surface.
That's just, why are you going to act stupid like that he hasn't played freaking corner in your team. So why do you not know this? Like, I hate when people do that. Oh, he'll never play there. Oh, he's too small to play there. He's never play there. Oh, you're coaching? You're the GM? You got it figured out? I think it's more to find out if you have a player here that you think has first round, third overall talent to wherever it is, you find a spot for him. Because you don't get drafted that high usually without having athletic ability.
And here's where I trust the brass of the Lions to the degree that I've never trusted the brass of the Lions in the past, where – as I talked about, the Okudah, the contract, he can't control where he was drafted and everything like that. The contract's a contract. It's getting paid out. I do trust this Lions regime to say, okay, how can we make this fit? They won't continue to try to put a square peg in a round hole. They'll figure out a way to get to, because he's here. He's not going anywhere. So I trust this regime to say, okay, how can we maximize? Again, because it goes back to the whole philosophy, the draft capital, the free agency. How can we make this work?
Here's the poll. You want to know the poll? Right? Who works out? One or the other, Zadina or Okudah? Right? Which one do you have more faith in working out, or neither?
Oh, wow.
That's a good poll.
That is a good poll. We
Right,
closed
because
up.
are we not pretty much in the same conversation?
They are. They same spot in their contracts, their rookie deals. They are in the exact same spot. And now one's through injury, one's through non-performance, but the results are the same, right? The results are the same.
Round, same thing we're sitting at 4 years later.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, that goes. You're gonna do everything just like Steve Eisman's trying to do everything to find out is it a mix, is it a coach, and not giving up on the player. Akuta's healthy. Hopefully he's the cornerback. Hopefully we go. Well, we didn't see this coming.
MF and Jester, I can't believe I've had to wait 45 minutes to take a piss because I don't want to miss the giveaway. That's commitment. MF and Jester, I'll give you a 3-minute. Everyone, I'll give you a 3-minute moratorium. I will not give the jersey away in the next 3 minutes. So handle your business. Do what you're supposed to do. I'll give you that because you are committed. And that commitment deserves to be rewarded. So you
said, okay, BRB.
So, yeah, you've earned that. Yeah, and I'll give you all a 3-minute moratorium on it. But I can also tell you about MyBookie.com because it's the best place to place your bets. Think the Lions are going to win more than everybody else? MyBookie.com, that's the play. Make sure when you sign up, use the promo code Woodward, and MyBookie will match part of your first deposit up to 50% in free bets. You can win big at MyBookie.com. Bet on anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Have a gambling problem? Call the Michigan Gambling Hotline, 1-800-270-7117.
It took exploring 50 different formulas and hosting countless taste tests, but we believe Gypsy Vodka is the smoothest vodka on the market. Don't believe us? Ask the owners.
We're Mike and Adam Kazanowski with High Five Spirits Distillery. We're in close to about 1,200 locations throughout Michigan. We wanted to create a brand that was geared more towards freedom, love, adventure, and at the end of the day, we really wanted to tell a story that inspired other people to take risk, follow their dreams, whatever that might be.
Hey, it's Scott from the Woodward Bet Show. Hey, we're excited to get back at it after a short little all-star break. And listen, in between, we were drafting best ball, fantasy football. You guys got to get after it. Get over there with us at 4:30 at the Woodward Bets YouTube page. You guys also got to get over there and check out oddstrader.com. It's got live scoring, play-by-play updates, the best place to check all the odds at the sports books right in the palm of your hand. But hey, we got to start off this second half hot. Let's get after it. Listen, Tigers are playing the A's today. Actually, 2 games. I think both games go under. Both teams are at the top of the heap as far as unders go, as far as the season. Let's roll with it. Under both Tiger games. oddstrader.com, Woodward Bets. Check it out.
What's going on, guys? DMac here for the Academy of Warren. You've heard me talk about it, but you get on over there with the state-of-the-art Sports Dome field house that has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, and soccer field. Can also be used for 7-on-7 football. So kindergarten to 8th grade, featuring AM and PM latchkey, small classroom sizes, learning suite, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Houghton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, and athletics. So get over to Academy of Warren today and enroll. academyofwarren.net. Tell them Woodward Sports sent you.
Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Ruhl, DMac, Darren, McCarty, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter as well. Happy you all are with us. We will be giving away that Kate Cunningham jersey very soon, everybody. I did allow a 3-minute moratorium because people were saying in the chat they had to go to the bathroom, but we will be doing it through the YouTube chat thread. We will be. So be ready to move at any moment. And a lot of you took advantage that didn't have to go to the bathroom, like Prag Patel. Be right back. Got to finish my cream of wheat. And there were a couple of you that thought you'd be cute and funny and say, hey, I'll be right back. Going to go whip up some cream of wheat. Ha, 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 ha. We know you're not doing that. We know that you are lying. So, again, I'm winning that battle. I'm not falling for it. I'm winning that battle. YouTube chat poll. Who do you have more faith in working out? Jeff Okudah, Philip Zadina, or neither? Right now, Okudah at 50%. And sadly, you guys, I do have to say that it's a dark day for me. And it's a dark day for the Big D Energy, especially during hockey season. I sadly have to say that if you had to tell me to bet the mortgage payment, bet the 2 furnace payment, and I had to choose between the 2, I think I will put it on Okudah.
I probably would too.
And that hurts my soul to say that because you guys know I was on the Zadina train. I was the conductor of the Zadina train. I had the silly little hat and all that stuff. But I don't see what's going to improve playing on the third line. You see what I'm saying? Like, he had a shot, man.
Yeah. He had the check connection.
He had a shot and it didn't click.
Yeah.
So, sadly, I think that it's over. Jenna Newman says, you all are weak. Take the phone with you into the bathroom. And that's fair. Southpaw Slab said he was going to whip up some cream of wheat.
That's how you get pink
as well. Tammy Chid, now we have built-in bathroom breaks. LOL. Alex Merrill, he's obviously waiting to the end. Got to love the marketing. Nope. Not waiting till the end. We'll see. We will see, but we're talking Detroit Lions, and we had the question, who needs to step up defensively? But the Madden rankings continue. You think we're drawing the Cade Cunningham giveaway jersey? How about Madden? They're drawing this thing out, man.
Once a week.
Like it's the postseason awards.
Yeah, for real. Every day. Oh, we're going to give you 5 players today. Tune in tomorrow for fullback ratings.
And people are out there, just gobbling it all up. Rookie edge rushers in all the NFL, DMac. Aiden Hutchinson, the highest Madden ranking, which I expected. He is the betting favorite to win the Rookie of the Year.
But isn't it interesting, I was mentioning this to Spence and Sam yesterday, is when you look at the rankings as I brought to, is where do they rank with all the other rookies? Or where do they rank with the guys that were drafted and the comparables and the Thibodeaus and the Walkers and different things like that? And you get sort of that outside perspective or the 30,000-foot perspective of how the Lions are viewed. And with their rookies, I think it's important because yes, they do have the hype, but sometimes that doesn't play out. So I look at the stats a little bit more, and the expectations are there, right? It's more exciting because there's more consistency, right? In the past, you'd get the one person that says, "Oh, Lions are going to win the Super Bowl every year," and right. Then there's something's happening, and we'd want to believe it, right? It really has, Neal. The Detroit Tigers have turned into the Lions. The beginning of the season, the way that it's played out, the Detroit Lions have turned into our Lions fandom. It's just, do you know what I'm saying? From opening day, right? For first game of Lions, it usually is we're all hyped and we might be in it and stuff like this, but then you're going to bring up something apparent as, yeah, but John Kitna is your quarterback. Or, yeah, but Jamer Candelaria is your cleanup
Alex
man.
Anzalone's your linebacker,
Right, where that is, and then the reality of maybe you win a game you shouldn't early and you're all up, and then boom, it's the reality's in. What they're telling you and what you're hearing not only from the pundits like us or the people around is you're seeing it in the video games. You're seeing it in the speculations online and in different ways that it's consistent. So to me, whether Aiden Hutchinson, this rookie class, is the best rookie, that's not the point. Can he play up to the expectations about being there at the end of the year? Is he in the discussion as Rookie of the Year? That's the expectations put on the kid. So the legitimacy, if you are not an Aiden Hutchinson fan, this should let you know that even if you're not a fan, the Lions got the right guy.
It is amazing, isn't it, how we as Detroit sports fans, we moved into the Tigers' house opening day. We moved in and we cleaned up all the landscaping and painted it that, cool gray that everybody paints every wall now. And we did it all. And everything's cleaned up. We have moved out of that house and put it on the market so fast.
Yeah.
We moved out. We're looking like the Fresh Prince, the last episode of the show, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, yeah.
We're last one's looking around that house. We have moved into Lions Drive, and we have taken up residence in the Lions house.
But you know why? Because the hype or the excitement of what they're building has usually been saved for the Tigers because they've given us something. Now it looks like, wait, the Lions are actually gonna, and it's being fed up with the one, and then moving on. I don't even think that. I think we did. We cleaned up the farmhouse, but we realized there's no electricity. right? That all the amenities, or there was electricity and stuff like this, but it didn't have enough USB outputs and stuff like that. We needed to upgrade the house. And that's
I would say there was lead in the walls.
But there was. No, there's asbestos and all that different stuff. But what did the Lions do? They went, oh, don't move. Don't worry. Hey, come on over to Allen Park. We're doing a little something over here, right? Not move you into the big castle, but they showing you that every day they're doing work, right? They're like that house on the corner. Right? That, man, they're still working. Now, yeah, every day you go by it, but it's like, wow, when did they get that done? When they get that done? When they get that done? And I think that piece by piece. So put it into your Okudah when he was drafted, 3rd overall. Look at the rankings. Look at where he was at. I don't know what they are, but I'm gonna guarantee he wasn't the highest ranked rookie, right? Or even up there. There was some sort of speculation that he shouldn't have gone there. Aiden Hutchinson, you got the right guy for your team, and the stats.
Neal, you want to see what was for breakfast in the Tigers' house?
Yeah. No, stop.
Southwest Live just sent it to me.
You know what it was? When we peel back,
is that a hairnet on top of the cream of wheat box?
The insulation of the Tigers' house is cream of wheat. It's all cream of wheat boxes.
It's a cream of wheat house.
It's a cream of wheat house. We got out, folks. We got out.
On the YouTube chat thread. It is sad, man.
It is sad.
That music just hits different. God, it does, man. It's sad. God. Ryan's reaction, YouTube chat thread. I pee while Neal talks to me. All right, that's fair. Chuck Brewer. Jenna Newman, your phone? Hell, I'll take my laptop in with me. So, yeah, it is. It is so sad, but we have taken residence at the Detroit Lions house on Lions Drive. We have just picked up and moved out of that place so quick. All right, guys, here it is. The address in the YouTube chat thread. Type the address of the Pro Sports Zone. Where can you find the Pro Sports Zone? Give me the address with the zip code of the Pro Sports Zone in Livonia. The 5th person to put the address to the Pro Sports Zone in the YouTube chat thread will win the Cade Cunningham jersey.
The 5th.
5th person.
He said 5th.
The 5th person. But you don't know how fast it's going to pop up. So,
and you don't know if Neal can add to 5.
Yeah, well, that too. And I have it right here in front of me. We have it updating in live time. Remember, with the zip code, everybody. I put that stipulation with the zip code.
With the
zippy. Address of the Pro Sports Zone.
With the zip.
The address of the Pro Sports Zone with the zip code. 2, 3, 4, 5. DCP1. DCP1. Congratulations. You won a Cade Cunningham autographed jersey. Sam Flannel, what's the email? Can we give him the email address? Have him send an email with his contact information.
That's a tough one. I don't actually have one.
You can just send it to me.
Yeah.
Just send it to Spencer at woodwardsports.com.
There you go.
Can we get a legend killer at woodwardsports.com email made for Sam Flannel, please?
Immediately.
We need, Maddie, we need to address that. Sam Flannel needs a email address. I don't need Spencer getting the hate mail from Sam because he's got enough to deal with Easy on Woodward Heavyweights. Catch him today.
This guy coming. So everyone is coming.
Exactly, Maz. Exactly, Maz.
Gregory's.
What's that?
You see Gregory?
I left my wife for this. Hey, don't worry. It was a blessing. All right, Gregory? It was a blessing.
As Neal would say, if this was the straw that broke the camel's back. I know, but you can also go to Pro Sports Zone and get your own Cade Cunningham jersey.
Yeah.
And then you can get it downtown, and he'll sign it. I see him stop and sign.
Casey says, can I get a shout-out for being first at least? Yes, you get a shout-out. But no, appreciate you guys tapping into the show. And the Pro Sports Zone, again, you guys see the address out there. They are in the Laurel Park Mall. John Yu does a great job. 734-469-4865. Has signings all the time with the local athletes. This guy over here, is a frequent signer there as well. Braylon Edwards here on the show also. So a big thank you to John.
Hey, John's one of my guys that I go to if I need some stuff. In fact, yeah, he's always good to order. So if you like the throwback stuff, and he's one of the ones that you see if you can find it. So loves what he does. There's a guy who has a passion for it. And what's even more important, I've seen it so many times in the chat thread, and it's true from dealing with it. Yeah, John, but it's his staff. His staff too is amazing. So if you want anything memorabilia, you go out there and check out Johnny U.
Yeah, so there you go. So DCP1, congratulations. Send the email to Spence. He will get you set up, and we'll get the contact information over to John Yu. And you won the Cade Cunningham autographed jersey. Very undervalued, as John Yu said, as far as potential superstars in the NBA go. We are live at the Planet Fitness Studios, as you know. They are home of the judgment-free zone, where you can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. Membership starts at just $10 a month for access to your home club. There's a black card option as well. $24.99 per month. Yes, less than $1 a day. Get you use of all the amenities. Unlimited tanning, hydro massage chairs. Maybe most importantly, though, access to every Planet Fitness in the world. 2,000, more than 2,000 of them in the world right now. You get access to all of them with unlimited guest privileges. You can join today in club. You're going to pass a couple on the way home. Pull into the parking lot of the one that works best for you, or go online at planetfitness.com. It is Planet Fitness, Darren McCarty,
where your fitness bicep day is essential.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
When you need apparel, there's only one place to go. Big Frog in Novi. With no setup fees, no artwork fees, no minimum, and a 24-hour turnaround, you can have your whole team outfitted in no time. Embroidery, direct-to-garment, vinyl, and screen printing, Big Frog has it all in all the styles you want. So whether it's a sports team, fundraiser, school event, or corporate needs, Big Frog is your one-stop destination. Visit bigfrog.com/Novi or call 844-4-BIG-FROG.
At Alta, uptime matters. Alta Equipment has everything you need to get the job done right. Have a bog project coming up? Alta Rent, they got you covered. Call them today, 844, go to Alta. That's 844, go to Alta.
Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, breaking NFL news. Adam Schefter reporting the Cardinals are giving Kyler Murray a 5-year, $230.5 million. $230.5 million deal that includes $160 million guaranteed per his sources. It gives Murray the second highest paid quarterback average at $46.1 million per year. When we talked about this, guys, remember back in the season when the season was wrapping up? What's Lamar Jackson gonna, guys?
Yeah.
Whatever you think somebody's going to get, add 10 to 20% to it, and that's what they're going to get.
Price of a brick going up.
Right now, as it sits right now, take your biases aside and everything like that.
Yeah.
Is Lamar Jackson getting more than Kyler Murray?
Yes, 100%.
There yet? He's going to be a $50 million quarterback. And you guys don't like Kyler Murray. And he's he's going to be $50 million. DMac, he is.
Well, it goes
That's
back to what
is.
we were always saying about look at the trend of where the wide receivers and where all the quarterbacks are going. And at the end of the day, when you're sitting here and you're going to pay Jared Goff because he is your guy, and we're all going to agree that he's the guy that works, $35 million, and then you have $15 million for everything else. Maybe he gets 40. I don't know. But the fact is that the going rate for quarterbacks is only going up. Right? So Lamar, he gets that. Lamar gets it. It's the guaranteed money and all this stuff, and whatever happened to, like, pretty much Kyler had Arizona over a barrel.
If he left, their franchise was dead. They were dead.
And he knew it.
And his agent knew it.
Yeah.
They were. And look, you can say what you want about Kyler Murray. And look, we remember the game against the Rams and that awful interception and all that stuff.
And the game against the Lions.
The game against the Lions. Still has never beat the Lions, as people have said in the YouTube chat thread. If he leaves, they're dead. That's it. Like,
sure.
That's it. And I will say this, DMac. And now this deal and it shouldn't have taken this deal for me. I got to be better than this. But I will say this, DMac, this deal for Kyler Murray, and what did I say about Jared Goff? What was my concern that I talked about? That low-key, he's their guy, right, for the long term, to see this contract out. Remember, I said that was my concern.
And you were worried, low-key, that he's their guy long-term, and I'm trying to tell you, low-key, it's probably the best decision.
And it's come full circle
Because
now.
Here's the thing. What did they do different? That they realized they had to make changes, and that change was in the play calling and the position put it in. And I only go back to the last 6 or 7 games when things were changed, things were different. I saw things that are different. I'm going by that. If they continue to progress on that platform with Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson and now all the offensive weapons, he will be your guy too, right? He'll be all our guys because we're going to see that, but he's still got things to prove. But at the end of the day, even when he does prove that, he's going to be your guy, Neal, because you know what? You're going to sit there and you're going to go, okay, yeah, but maybe he does this or maybe he doesn't do that. But you know what? For $15 less million a year, I'll accept it because it's not that big of a deal.
And guys, look,
when it comes to winning at the end of the day, that's just going to be his little thing. But the discount, because when he re-signs in a few years or whatever, what's the next guy? Who's up after Lamar? Who's up? Where's it going from there? It doesn't go backwards.
No, it doesn't, and it's not ever going back. And that's
and now the whole catch-up thing is the receivers are on that trampoline up to the 20 millions, the 25 millions. They're not going to go down. So it's, again, what is it in the NFL? The quarterback who throws the ball to the receiver or the guy who's trying to kill the quarterback, right? Exactly,
but it's still the quarterback. Either way, it's still about the quarterback. And I'm telling you what, man, as you watch these contracts go, Spence, next year you could see quarterbacks taking the first 7 picks of the draft next year.
Oh, for sure.
But to your point, then, draft capital, drafting a quarterback early is so much more having them under the rookie deal.
That's all it is.
Especially because so then you don't have to pay him $60 million to try to get it out.
Yeah, I mean that's
so in a
that's
perfect
all
world
it is.
too, where the Detroit Lions will be at, and hopefully it's not in the beginning, but it's at the middle. But the draft position and all this stuff, that there'll be enough guys there that probably next year you'd expect them to take a quarterback because financially it makes most sense, right?
Well, and here's an interesting thing. Scabs on our YouTube chat thread will be trading up for a rookie quarterback next year. Scabs, the reason they're valuable to you to trade up for, you don't think it's valuable to the team that holds the pick. Your trade offer is not as valuable as that rookie. Look, as we continue to see this,
the goal is who holds the pick.
Who holds the pick, and you're not getting rid of it. Because it's the ultimate prize.
Well, you're not going to get rid of it without a overhaul, without a haul,
without
something
a franchise-changing, historic trade offer. Because the value of it continues to rise.
Because
without you doing anything.
Because to that team, that pick is that trade offer, is that all that money that sets it forward. It'll be interesting to see. I still believe that Goff is going to be your quarterback. And you know what? You said the one that Brad Holmes will win a playoff game here. I think Jared Goff's going to be the quarterback that wins him that playoff game.
Yeah. And
it's probably not next year. We got to let the clock go. So that means 2 years or 3 years, which means new deal.
And look, let's do just kind of an instant YouTube chat poll, I guess. Because you know what? All of a sudden, and I felt myself kind of turning this way, but when these numbers come and they slap you in the face like that with Kyler Murray, give me Jared Goff at a 40% discount all day long. And for real, and I 1,000,000% believe. Does this change anything for you, Spence?
No.
No? So you're no. Team
waste
no,
of money.
no.
It's a waste of money to me. I think it's I wouldn't want to sign Kyler either for that, but I'd still rather get a rookie quarterback on a rookie deal because I know what Goff is. I know he's not going to put you into the promised land.
Okay.
So.
See, like he does just enough for me at a 40% discount.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Where are you going to take that just enough? Because it's proven that just enough will work. Just enough to the due diligence will work at quarterback to win to win a Super Bowl if all the rest of your defense is tight. You know what I'm saying? If not, if you need it, then like Stafford proved, you got to have a guy that can make that play.
Pat Riley says they are dead with Murray. What have they accomplished with them? One playoff appearance where they were blown out. Murray's never thrown 30 touchdown passes in a year and has a career losing record.
I'm just going to put...
But, Pat, it's one of those things where they're Cliff Kingsbury, DeAndre Hopkins, all of it. If they don't sign them, it's all over, and it's 5 to 8 years. They want to step up to the crap table with them. Is it a gamble? Yeah. I mean... But they're going to go down swinging with it. Like, that's what they're going to do. So would I have a positive outcome expectation? They are going to the table. They're going to the flop, DMac, behind. They are.
Absolutely.
But they're still in the game. They got outs.
Yeah, but are they over pair versus under pair outs? You know, or are they, you know, is this a 54-46 coin flip? No. I mean, I would not. I'm not a Kyler Murray fan. For the fact I don't think he gets you there. I think that it's great for him as a player because he got the bag. But Arizona, this will hurt them in the long run. But they were never really legit.
Right. I mean, but the train is this far down the track with them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no, they had no choice.
They had no choice, dude. So I understand what they're doing. We'll see how it works out. Gypsy Vodka. They've made the official drink of summer. Yes, the mulligan. And it's made with, you guessed it, Gypsy Vodka. Whether you're out on the golf course or hanging around at a barbecue in the backyard, the mulligan is calling your name. Ask for the mulligan at your local golf course or at a Total Wine store near you. Now remember, guys, these are 8%. Okay? Like we were talking about, you know, Goff's contract and a 40% discount to market. Well, there's a 40% premium on this because it's 8%. So act accordingly, all right? It's the mulligan. It's Gypsy Vodka. As always, drink responsibly.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
Ciabattas, summer salads, and dip shakes. All at Big Boy. Try a chicken club, chicken cordon bleu, or sunrise ham and cheddar. All on our grilled ciabatta bread. Or keep it light with our Michigan apple, chicken Caesar, or Greek salad. And don't forget to cool off with a frosty hand-dipped cookies and cream or strawberry shake. You heard it here first. Summer just got better.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device. Neal Ruhl here for Chili Peppers Tanning, where you can join the Pepper Club. They'll get you all the best deals, plus they'll beat all the competitors' prices by at least $5. Chili Peppers Tanning has the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, and the darkest tans. Make sure you go to chilipepperstanning.com. Find out which one of their 26 locations work best for you. It's Chili Peppers Tanning.
Chili Peppers Tan.
Wrapping up the show here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, just kind of reacting to the news around the NFL world. Adam Schefter reporting the Cardinals are giving Kyler Murray a 5-year, $230 million deal that includes $160 million guaranteed. It gives Murray the second highest paid quarterback average at $46.1 million per year, which begs the question to me, what's Lamar Jackson going to get? Because I think that he's going to get more. I think we can agree he's not going to get less, right? Former league MVP, everybody. I know, like they say, well, he can't throw the ball. No one cares. He won a league MVP. He's going to get paid more than Kyler Murray. That's it. That's all that's it. It's a vacuum situation, man. You can give me all this what if and all these cross comparisons. It does not matter. Lamar Jackson's getting more money than Kyler Murray. Hard stop. He has a league MVP. Hard stop. That's where it is. And guess what, everyone? Someone's going to give it to him. They are, because the Cardinals are going all in with Kyler Murray. All in. For the next half decade, they are all in with Kyler Murray. So that's it. Like, look at what's going to follow to it.
That's the next. So you expect Lamar to be the next?
He's going to be the next one,
or whatever. They're waiting to see what Kyler was going to do because he wasn't going to move. So, do you think it'll be same sort of terms, same sort of guarantees?
Yeah, but more.
But just more.
But more. It'll be whatever it is. It'll be more.
Stats. The stats. The fact that he has a league MVP really sits
and wins
there,
games,
weighs heavy.
Yeah, and because I know if you're Darren McCarty quarterback and you have a league MVP, and I just watched a guy who doesn't have a league MVP get the contract,
absolutely,
and you're younger and you're probably viewed as better. That's the starting point of the conversation.
The interesting thing is, do they have the same agent?
Yeah, which I don't know the answer to that. One funky Lions fan on the YouTube chat thread, Neal, you don't think if Holmes falls in love with a kid, he won't give up the four first-round picks he has at his disposal to go get them? No, I don't, because I don't think that. I don't think that he. I think they like Goff. I do. I think they like Goff, especially at a 40%
that's been
discount.
Made more apparent, and it's just the fact that we're accepting it.
Yeah, and he values draft capital too much to make a move like that.
Well, I think that what you nailed in there, Neal, is the money and where he's at and the discount that he's got, because the 40% discount, that gives Goff a lot of leeway to what you're going to accept, right? I still think he's going to be serviceable and a little bit better than that. Right, because they're gonna. That's my take on the situation with the offense that they put together and the coaching and Ben Johnson, everything like that, slowly but surely. But you can't say that the discount, right, and the draft capital, all that stuff doesn't come into it, because it has to. And that's the difference. Why is it different around here now? Because the guys in Allen Park are doing it differently. Like, they're paying attention to these sort of things, paying attention to the books, understanding that they get a discount here. So it all comes down to just like anything else, competency in the front office.
Bingo. And I couldn't see him making that kind of move. The only way Lamar doesn't get well over $40 million a year is if he says he'll do it for less so they can add talent. I don't see that happening, though. No, it's not. Guys, you got to remember, Lamar's making like $2 million a year. He won a league MVP on a salary under $2 million. So I'm not doing it for less, DMac.
Oh, you know he's not.
Yeah.
You know he's waiting to collect his bag, and trust me, when you know the bag is going to come or whatever, then you're going to have patience, and you're going to sit there and. I guess I would have expected, if you asked him, he was waiting to see what Kyler was going to do. You would expect something to come out with Lamar if something was in the works, but he's going to stick to his guns because this is his bag. This is his payday. So talk about it when you know you're going to get the bag.
Coke says Kyler, where was it here? Oh, I'm sorry, Southpaw Slabs. Lamar Jackson doesn't have an agent. He represents himself, but he's gotten a lot of praise for how he's handled the negotiations behind closed doors. It's Southpaw Slabs. You know what that tells me? That man is about his money.
Absolutely, 100% about his money. He ain't giving nobody no 5% or nothing. And he knows what he wants, and he knows that it's market dictated, right?
Yep.
Right? So what does he do? He brings up the same arguments you do. Listen, Kyler just got this. I got an MVP. All right. Who's coming in?
What's your number north of that we can start?
What's your number north of that? We can work on term. That's fine. But you see that guarantee there? Yeah. That and add a couple shekels.
Hey, can I say something before we leave? So, as you guys know, Woodward Heavyweights has been broadcasting live 5 to 7 from the big desk on our own channel. But starting next Monday, we are going to be moving to the Woodward Sports channel. So we are taking a step up. We're going to be on Woodward Sports, broadcasting live 5 to 7.
Getting added to the network.
The takeover is underway.
We're here to stay. Come
what
check
do they
us
call
out.
that?
Monday through Friday, 5 to 7.
The probation period has been lifted. Does that mean... I just figure somebody got bored and lazy and stuff like that and just doesn't have to hit another button.
Yeah.
But no, congratulations, you guys are doing it, and you're doing it your way. That's what I love.
Yep. So
We got a
happy
boxing
for y'all.
match next week or something.
Yeah.
Bunch of
Boxing match between the interns next week.
Can't wait.
Can't really
Young
say.
Sus versus Cheese Nips.
Don't condone it.
Feldman Chevrolet will be live tomorrow out there.
Dogs and dogs.
Yeah, DMac
Petting
dogs.
and eating.
Come on out there, by the way. Free hot dogs for everybody. Spence says he's going to knock down 6 of them during the show. I'm going to jump in. I've committed to 2, 1 per hour. I'll do it. I will have ketchup on them, though. I'm sorry. I don't understand the blasphemy. We'll discuss that tomorrow.
No, it's okay. You can add the chop.
Yeah, absolutely. But we'll be out there. Feldman Chevrolet in Novi for DMac, for Sam Flannel, and for Spencer Raxter.
Deuces.
My name is Neal Ruhl. Thanks for tapping in. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Well, see you later.